Starting it off right. $200 in sales before 9 a.m. 35K for the month. We did like $1,500 in sales yesterday. Had a really good day this past weekend. It's kind of funny. You can see our best days always line up. There's like on the weekends we sell really well. I wanted to touch on a topic that helped me tremendously and will probably help you. Don't sleep on this. Don't click away. I think I'm going to just get straight into it. We're diving right in. I haven't even had coffee yet. I just woke up with this much energy. We set goals based on outcomes usually. 10K per month, 30K per month. I want a 6-pack abs. I want a blah, 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 blah sports car. Okay? Insert arbitrary goal there. It essentially does us no good. That's more like a dream than it is a goal. I think a strong goal that you can actually take action on. So the goal has to be an activity. Stop making your goals outcomes and make them activities. You'll notice there's a whiteboard behind me. There's like 8 things written or something like that. They're all just activities. They don't have time frames. They don't have time stamps. It's just like you need to build consistency to the point where like you just start doing shit. Just do shit. Like it doesn't even matter which order you do some of this stuff in. Most of the time. It's like we're like, what's the perfect workout program? What is the perfect Amazon FBA, search criteria? Well, if you found 100 products and analyzed them with shit criteria, you'd be a hell of a lot better than the one person who's looking for perfect criteria all the time. You see what I'm saying? And we want Arnold Schwarzenegger's workout routine, and we want all this thing, but you went to the gym 2 times this month. Just go every day. Go every day and do anything. Because you don't need to optimize yet because you haven't done shit, okay? And this is more of a journal entry to myself and my past self because I got out of this rut. I was not born productive. I've struggled immensely with this. And I'm saying this now as someone who broke through it, not someone who this has always been apparent to. So don't be like, oh, he's so like, I can't even relate to the guy because he doesn't know what it feels like to procrastinate, what it feels like to just want to play video games all the time. It's like, no, I definitely know what that feels like. I just got out of a rut. And, the past about 45 days have been great, very productive. Previous 45 days, it tends to work in chunks like that where I'm fluctuating. It was a lot of video games. It was a lot of fly fishing. It was a lot of TV. It was a lot of just like decompression because I felt like I needed to isolate because I felt a little embarrassed that I wasn't doing well. Okay, so when I felt that way, I knew that more of what I was doing wasn't going to get me there. So first of all, just having like the mindfulness to be like, I've been doing things this way for quite some time and things aren't getting better. Even if it feels uncomfortable to change, maybe it's the uncomfortable thing that is going to get me there. And so I had to build the muscle of consistency. And so I'm here to say, when you're struggling with goals, whether it's financially, whether it is spiritually even, you just have to start doing things. Okay, so let me give you an example. I wanted to make a brand on Amazon FBA, with Amazon FBA for years. This is not like, what I just showed you is the outcome, but it was never the goal, right? It's so funny. It's like 35K per month, one product, one brand made in the USA. The only way I got that done was by turning the goal into the actions. So I said, let me try and make a product that I'm extremely proud of by doing this set of things. And I wrote out a list of everything that I would be happy with. I was like, I don't want to source from China anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm going to try and source from Made in the USA. So find US manufacturers. That is an action that I can perform. It's an activity that I can do. And then from there, it's still a little bit obscure. I could say, go reach out to 25 US manufacturers and have them all tell you no. Go get 25 no's. This can't be done. Cool. Now we've started something here. Now, on every one of those no's, now this is a true story, by the way. I know it sounds like I'm paraphrasing. On every one of the no's, Ask them if they know anyone who could, by referral. I thought I was going to have to do this 4 times. By the end of the first time, I had found my manufacturer. Literally. So in my head, it's this monumental task. I was like, I'm going to rent space and build it myself. And I literally was thinking this way before I had reached out to anyone. Why do we do this? Well, we tend to over-dramatize problems and under-experience joy. Does that make sense? It's like problems feel huge. Even goals feel like problems because we don't have them. So if we don't have something, what is it? It's a problem we need to solve to get somewhere. So it's a problem again. It's not like goals are joyous usually. Like I rarely think of the things I don't have and I'm like, heck yeah. Epic. Like it just doesn't fire me up to see a list of goals because it just reminds me what a piece of crap I've been lately, and I haven't done any of this stuff that's going to get me there. And you know what, maybe I don't even need those goals. Maybe I'd just be happy. And you start settling and you start, trying to defend like the worst version of yourself. Like this is, hey, how dare you try and tell me like I'm not productive, right? Like this is who I was supposed to be. Is it? Again, I'm talking to myself. Hey, I'm not talking to you. I think of this YouTube channel as a journal entry for myself. So if it hits a note with you, great. But I'm really just talking to the mirror right now. So I have to work through some of this stuff. It's a great outlet for me. And then like I hit this space where I'm like, fuck all the goals. All of them. Just get rid of them. Like it's good to like, once you think of what you want in life, you don't necessarily need to be like writing through it all the time. It's kind of like you just start doing things that you think would get you there and looking at what happens when you do those things for a very long time. So I love how, Alex Hormozi says, like, just expand your time horizon that you think something's going to take. Like, don't say like, I'm going to try this for 6 months. Like, I'm going to try this for 6 years. If in 6 years I'm still at ground zero, I need to change my strategy. But most of the time by thinking that way, like I'm just going to commit to consistency in action, I don't even care about the quality of the action. It's very relevant for me because I'm a guitar player. Learning a new song, I just have to hit the right notes. I don't care if I hit them with the right velocity. I don't care if the speed was off, if the rhythm was off. I just want to go, hey, I'm going to try and play every note in this song, even like because if you break the whole song down into like, I'm going to play it at half speed, 25% speed, and I'm just going to try and hit all the notes. The notes are the activities. The goal is the finished song. Okay? So now you're probably wondering, well, I don't even know what the activities are. Okay, then you have a knowledge gap. Your knowledge to action ratio, that's what was off. I have a feeling that you know a few though, and you haven't done them. Then you don't need to read more. You don't need to watch more videos. You don't need to learn more. You need to go do the first couple of things that you think that you know how to do, and then do them a bunch of times. That is it. That's how I built this Amazon FBA business. That is how I found consistency here on YouTube. It's just like, make the activity the goal. This YouTube channel is actually a good reminder of that for me. Of like, I'm just going to show up and I'm going to talk. So this is a really long-winded way of saying focus on activities. Don't focus on your goals. Delete all of the goals actually and just trust your intuition. One last really good story. So this is really relevant. It was last night. I finished up working. I had been working for 8 or 9 hours. Very standard work day, nothing too heavy. And I had dinner with my girlfriend, and then I said, am I going to go back to work right now, or am I going to be done? And I was kind of feeling done. I was like, I could work for another 2-3 hours, and it would be 7 or 8 p.m., and I would have achieved maybe a little bit more. I don't think it would be outweigh it. I'm just going to hang out with my girl. Okay, great. a part of me instantly went to, you should go write down everything you didn't get done, and so that you have a clear list of things that you need to do tomorrow. And what's your goal for tomorrow? What are you going to build? What are you going to work on? What are you going to optimize? And then almost instantly, mindfulness kicked in, saw that as a thought, almost an invasive thought. We get tricked into thinking like even sometimes productive thoughts are always good. They can be bad. And I was like, if you didn't write anything down, would you still know where you left off today and have an intuitive guide of what needs to still be done? And in that moment, I just kind of laughed because I was like, yeah, I don't need to go write my goals. Like this productivity culture of like, you have to, oh, you got to wake up early. You got to write your goals. You got to do your mantras. No, you don't have to do any of that shit. Just develop a regular intuition about where you're heading and take small actions to get yourself there. And legitimately, like if it's one thing you do today and it's embarrassingly small, just do it and just remove that friction to start. So why don't you comment down below? You know, what's one activity you can do today to get you a little bit closer to where you want to be? What's the activity? Don't even tell me the goal. Just tell me the activity. Something you could do, you should do. All right, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Later.